Welcome to Parenting Decoded. I'm Mary Eshin. If you've ever watched a child fall apart before school, refuse a birthday party that they were so excited about, or complain about stomach aches every Sunday night, this episode is for you. Today we're talking about anxiety in elementary age kids, 6 to 12. Not the clinical kind necessarily, just the everyday worry that can quietly take over a child's world and exhaust the parents trying to help them through it. I'm going to break down what anxiety actually looks like at this age because it probably doesn't look like what you think. And then I'll give you 5 concrete things you can start doing at home today. Let's get into it. First thing, what anxiety looks like in kids. Here's the first thing you want to know. Anxiety in kids rarely looks like what we expect. We imagine a worried child saying, "I'm so anxious." But that's almost never how it shows up. Instead, it looks like stomach aches with no medical explanation. A kid who suddenly refuses to do something they love. Clinginess, meltdowns, or a child who gets angry, not sad, when they're overwhelmed. Take a 9-year-old boy as an example. His parents thought he had a behavior problem because of his explosive outbursts every morning before school. Turned out he was terrified of getting the wrong answer in class. His anger was anxiety in disguise. Kids this age don't always have the vocabulary to say, "I'm anxious." Their bodies say it for them. Here's a few signs of what to watch for. First, that your child repeatedly avoids specific situations, or they ask for reassurance constantly. "Are you sure it'll be okay?" Physical complaints of no clear medical cause. Irritability that feels out of proportion. If you're seeing a pattern, the same triggers, the same reactions, it's worth paying attention. Second, what helps? Techniques to try at home. First technique, validate the feeling without validating the fear. The first thing, and this one surprises a lot of parents, is to stop trying to talk your child out of the feeling. When they say they're scared, the instinct is to say, "You're fine. There's nothing to worry about." It feels reassuring, but what an anxious child often hears is that their feelings are wrong. Second, help them name the worry. What works better is validating the feeling without validating the fear. Something like, "I hear you. New things can feel really scary. I get nervous sometimes too. Let's think about what might help." You're not agreeing the thing is dangerous. You're agreeing the feeling is real. That distinction matters more than you think. Third, practice belly breathing before the panic hits. Something, especially with younger kids in this age group, that helps is giving the worry a name. Some families call it the worry monster or the what-if brain. The idea is to create a little distance. Instead of "I'm scared," it becomes "the worry monster is being loud today." That small shift helps kids feel like they're not the problem. The worry is actually something separate, something they can actually talk back to. You can even have your child draw what their worry looks like and give it a silly name. It sounds simple, but it's surprisingly powerful. Now, you've probably heard that deep breathing helps with anxiety, and it does. But here's the piece that most parents miss. You have to practice it when your child is calm, not in the middle of a meltdown. Think of it like a fire drill. Try this at bedtime tonight. Breathe in 4 counts, hold for 2, out for 6. Do it together and make it a part of your routine. After a few weeks, when anxiety hits, you can say, "Let's do our breathing," and it will actually land in a good place in their brain and they can do it. Fourth technique, don't always rescue them from the discomfort. This is a harder one, and I say that because it goes against every parenting instinct that you have. When we consistently help kids avoid things that scare them, we accidentally teach their brain that those things really are dangerous. The research on this is pretty clear. So instead of routing around the fear, the goal is small, manageable steps towards it, what therapists call gradual exposure. If your child is anxious about birthday parties, you don't force them to stay for 2 hours. You go for 20 minutes. The next one you go for 30. Each small success sends the brain a message. I did it and I survived. That experience was more powerful than anything you could say out loud. The fifth and final technique, watch your own anxiety. This last thing, it's about you, not your child. Kids are exquisitely tuned to their parents' emotional states. If you're visibly anxious about how your child will handle something, they will feel it. A calm, steady, you've got this, even when you're nervous on the inside, genuinely makes a difference. So, let's bring it home. Anxiety in elementary school age kids often looks like stomach aches, avoidance, and anger, not worry. And while that can be exhausting to watch, you have more tools than you think. Validate the feeling without validating the fear. Name the worry. Practice that breathing technique when things are calm. Take small steps towards scary things instead of around them. And stay steady. Your calm is contagious. And if your child's anxiety is significantly interfering with school, friendships, or daily life, please reach out to your pediatrician or a child therapist. Anxiety is one of the most treatable conditions in children, and early help makes an enormous difference. Thanks for listening. Share this with a parent who might need it today. Have a blessed rest of your day.